Okay, Peter, what do you think here? Now, with Maduro boasting military strength and the airlines fleeing, is Caracas staging some sort of theater to, show that they're strong, or are they actually bracing for a real and possible war?
Look, Maduro is not the legitimate president of Venezuela. There's broad international consensus that he stole the last election and probably the election before that. This is, I think, something that the president would identify as America first because of the strong and historical political and economic ties between the United States and Venezuela. Under Chavez and Maduro, Venezuela has gone from being a first world country to being lucky to be accepted by the rest of the third world. I mean, that's how far down they have driven human rights, political rights, economic rights. It would be wonderful if the Organization of American States, the OAS, would all come together in a strong statement of support for Maduro packing his bags and going to Cuba. It is interesting, by the way, that my sources tell me that Maduro's guard now is all Cuban. It's not Venezuelan, which means that he no longer trusts his own people. I don't think that boots on the ground here are going to be necessary. I think that the increasing isolation that occurs because of the closed airspace and because of the military presence in the Gulf, which I don't fully endorse, by the way, at least what they're doing. I don't fully endorse it, but nonetheless, I think that combines for folks in Venezuela to understand that it's time for Maduro to go, and hopefully Maduro to understand that it's time for him to go. I suspect that the conversation that he is alleged to have had with President Trump involved where he'd go and how much of the money he's stolen he gets to keep to support himself and his immediate family while he lives in ignominious exile.
So, Peter, do you think that the Trump administration is possibly going to negotiate some sort of peaceful exit when it comes to Maduro rather than, military action? And this is just a way to pressure him and find a suitable replacement for Maduro for the country?
I think the latter. Trump, despite his bombastic rhetoric, is a peace president. He pursues peace. He is proud of the fact that he has not put boots on the ground anywhere in the world in either of his administrations, and he wants to continue to be able to say that. I don't think the idea of U.S. troops in Caracas crosses his mind. This is about applying economic pressure. This is the same thing that he wants to do with Putin in regards to Ukraine. He wants to apply maximum economic pressure to raise the costs to Putin of staying in Ukraine and to Maduro of staying in power. I mean, remember, this is a Latin American country, and at any moment, the Army, the Air Force, the Navy could take over, or he could fall out a window. These kinds of things happen in South and Central America. And they happen because cooler heads determine that the person who's in charge of the country shouldn't be in charge of the country anymore. It hurts Venezuela's economy for Maduro to remain in power. It hurts the Venezuelan people for Maduro to remain in power. They tried to vote him out, and he stole the election. And so Trump, I think, is ratcheting up the pressure. I think that there could be a consensus built around the Nobel Prize winner Machado as the acting president, the acting head of the civilian authority, while plans are made to have free and fair elections as monitored by the United States and other international organizations. I think there's a game plan here, and it doesn't involve sending 17-year-old kids from Hopkinsville, Kentucky into Caracas to shoot at people.